Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Washpit's podcast episode 3 called Speed It Out. Okay, today we have a very interesting guest and also part of our Washpit's family. His name is Nick and he's the operations manager of Washpit. So welcome, brother. Welcome to our podcast, man.
Hey,
How are you feeling? Are you feeling nervous now, bro?
Slightly.
No?
Okay
Is this
lah,
the first time you're doing podcast, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe yes.
Never.
First time.
Did you sign up for this, bro?
No. Never do this before. Also.
Never do this. Solid. Okay, bro. There are a few things that we are gonna try to uncover today. In your own honest opinion, your feedbacks with regards to what you've been through with life, and then of course, from that point of view, all the way until you join Washpit, we want to see a difference. We want to hear from your point of view, lah. You know, from whatever honesty you can bring out, you know, so that the speakers, the listeners, the viewers, the listeners, you know, they can learn a thing or two from this podcast. Because at the end of the day, the reason why we opened up this podcast or we started this podcast was to do an outreach to commoners like ourselves once upon a time, you know, to get them a change in perspectives in life. And of course, their mindset towards adopting entrepreneurship. You know, okay, brother, don't mind. Share with us previously before you joined Washpit. What have you tried doing in terms of finding income? Meaning from work, from normal employed life to. I do remember you shared with me before this. You did some sort of a business.
Yes.
And then eventually somehow you land yourself in Washpit.
Yes.
So share with me about your past working experience.
Okay, maybe past working experience, I actually started out working, I think, since quite young.
How old, bro?
Wow, I think as young as 16, 17.
16 already working, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, you hustler, bro.
Like part-time lah.
Part-time lah. This one still got enough pocket money lah.
Just to earn my own pocket money. So along the way, like I have do like car wash before, like in the petrol kiosk. Many years before lah.
Petrol kiosk also got do, bro.
Wow, that time the salary is like $50 only.
Wow, one whole day.
But back then, $40-50 okay.
Back then lah. Now $40-50 you think enough?
Cannot lah, $40-50. I think you go to coffee shop no more already. Coffee shop no more already. Okay. So after that, when continue to work as like odd jobs. Then after that, I get myself in to this aircon apprentice. So I work as an apprentice for maybe 2 to 3 years.
Apprentice, how much they pay you? Like macam intern like that
$680 back then.
What, per month?
Per month.
Bro, this one what year, bro? $680 a month.
No that time I think back in like 2004, 05, 06.
2004?
Yeah, 2000,
2006.
Yeah, around there.
There is still such a salary called $680 salary.
Yeah, because it's in aircon industry, the salary is like very, very low. If you are a newcomer, so-called apprentice, minimum you enter is like 600 plus to 800.
Wah, siap, bro. Okay, I'll be honest with you, bro. I thought in Singapore, right, bro, the minimum salary lah. Okay, I do know in Singapore there's no such thing as minimum wage.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
They got this progressive wage model, but they do not have minimum wage. I didn't know that they can pay a salary $680, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I thought at least 1,500, 1,400.
No, at that time I also knew lah. I don't know what's the market rate.
But cannot be until like something 680 mah.
Yeah, but that time they are paying me. As much as when the last I left, I hold the salary is like 750.
Seriously,
Yeah, seriously.
No, but you were more, you were accepting those kind of salary because you are more focused in terms of learning. Is that? Was that the reason why?
So because I was thinking that it's a win-win situation, I can learn some hand skill or what.
Bro, you different kind of breed, no, bro.
Why?
If other people bro, 650, 750, bro, I think they will live even before 1 full month, bro.
No, because back then, because I have like a very low education, then like in that point, at that time of the society, they recognize like the certificates, like if you have certificates.
Education all more important.
Yeah. So back then, I graduated with PSLE. So after that, I don't have much more like in terms of like education background, diploma, degree or what.
Hey bro, you must touch on this topic, you know, because I want to ask, since you brought it up, you know, the difference between people who are book smart and street smart. What are your opinions about it? Later we'll come to that. Let's talk about your previous experience. This one sure got a lot of things to share. Okay, bro. So after like a few months in the apprenticeship with the aircon, what else do you do?
After that, I think wow, the wages is too low for me. Then I make a changes. So I go into like, still hands-on. I went to Borneo Motor Toyota. To work as a, initially I worked as a part-time car washer. So there's a certain like level in order to call you a detailer back then in...
Oh, they also have career path
Have lah, but it's like stagnant one all the way on.
They say only wayang only
They say you have this opportunity, but the opportunity never come unless the senior resign. Then the opportunity come.
How long you in Borneo, bro?
7 years.
Sure lah, bro. I thought 7 months, bro. I almost say 7 months, so like confident like that.
7 years.
7
then
years.
It's quite consistent for me because back then I was staying at North area at Hougang. So Borneo Motor is at Pandang Loop.
Pandan
Pandang Loop. It's very near to West Coast. So every day I just travel there.
Wait. Your starting salary in Borneo back then, how much was it like?
Back then, better, 1,400.
Okay lah, better lah.
Almost
but
half,
I mean, in this context, like, okay lah, but wait, 1,000 for that was in which year, agak-agak?
I think in maybe close to year 2009, 2010.
Okay. Oh, it's quite recent also lah. 10 years ago.
2009, 2010. I think somewhere around there.
Okay.
Cannot really remember the years.
Then after 7 years?
After 7 years, because in between 7 years, because I have my own family. So actually I search for another source of income. So I go and, because I learn aircon, so there's this part-time aircon thing. So I went for the part-time after my work. So I work on night
so you're doing concurrent
Yeah.
We see.
Yeah, so
hustler this guy.
So along the way, I think I started after 3 years in Borneo, then 4, 5, 6, 7, around 4 years, all consistent. Then after that, I think okay, maybe why not? I just drop this Borneo Motor because just nice the Borneo Motor car wash detailing part they cease already.
Why?
They stop. I think they say it's like
cost.
Yeah, profit margin not that much.
Okay.
Yeah, so they cut off the part on the Borneo Motor.
Okay.
So
but how many cars were you doing in a day like that, bro? On average?
Wow, in Borneo Motor, a lot. Yeah. If you want to say for car wash, okay lah, like those. Not as detailed as wash pit car wash, so that normal wash, engine bay wash, I think I can do like at least 60 per day.
60, bro?
Yeah, 60. At some event, it's only me alone.
Bro, these are like on drugs, bro. You were 60. Bro, I do find myself, I pancit one. You do 60.
Yeah, a lot.
And they say they are not making money. Sure or not?
Because I think this is something complimentary for Borneo Motor.
When they do, when their customers do service and whatnot.
Then you wash
I got complimentary. Usually complimentary all inside one
this one is the complimentary is under their customer
okay.
So after that, I think near to the end contract part, then I say okay, why not? Want to try something new. Because I think I achieved in this. Knowledge that I have achieved in this aircon industry. I think not bad. So I see like maybe I can jump into it or try and see how. So
start your own business.
Yeah, that's when I start my own business with zero knowledge at all. Zero at all. Wow, how to create a company.
Just gung ho lah, just go.
Anything because that time internet was okay lah. So any information you can just search online, and I don't think there's someone to guide me. So just like out of nowhere, I just.
Would you prefer to have a mentor who can guide you through the business?
Well, definitely.
Would it help you in a sense that
definitely.
you can scale up and expand better?
Yeah, definitely. Because I was like going left and right, up and down.
Don't know correct or not. You
correct way.
Just try only lah.
Just
whack only lah.
Whether is it correct or not or what. Then
bro, exactly, bro. Washpi also like that, bro. When I started the business, bro, I was hoping there was a business partner or perhaps some mentor who can guide me, from startup to where we are right now. There's at least someone who can hold your hand and then move with you. But these days, bro, I'll be honest with you, it's not that I don't have back then. But every business coach, cost money one. Bro.
Yes.
You know, the least they will charge you is between 2008 to about 10,000 a year, bro.
Oh.
Wow, expensive, bro. You know, and then you imagine, you start up, right? Like you do your econ business, you sure come out money, capital? to bring up your van and whatnot, right?
Correct.
Like when I started Washpit, right, I have to come out capital to acquire the shop lah, then inventory lah, marketing lah, gedebak-gedebu, and then a business coach is the last thing in my mind. But I'm seeking for one. You know, perhaps if I were to plan my business previously, to have a business coach inside it, it might help lah. Might help. We don't know, right? How's the experience in the business then?
In the experience, because I was starting with like zero knowledge, and if I like seek help from my previous employer, then in this line of industry, they actually don't like to share a lot. Like what is their business strategy? Because
like my rice bowl, that one. I share with you.
Something like that. So they are not so generous to actually share with you what's the tactic.
You want to know the surprise thing or the shocking thing? Actually, it's in every industry, you know. I'll be honest with you, like inside the wash and detailing industry also, right? You know, my neighbor also doing wash and detailing also back then. So when, for example, if you are stuck with doing detailing works to do restoration, the polishing all this, last time I don't know, bro. I don't know how to do polishing. So instead of them teaching you, they say, if you cannot do, you just send me the car lah. I do for you instead. But then like macam, okay, once in a while you feel okay, good lah. Just you become middleman. You take in a project and then you send it to them, but ask them to charge you lower, and then you earn from the price different. But you know, it's not like going to help you in the long run, because eventually you need to be independent. They might be packed in the future, right? Then when you want to send, they cannot take in the job. Because I faced that, bro. Like one day, the polishing part all packed, no. Then I tried to ask them for help, then they are packed also. So bopen egg, I had to reject the customer or just have to make up something the machine spoil or what You know, I cannot do the coating job, but the car inside already, no. You know, paiseh. And I start to realize that, alamak, they also don't want to share their knowledge. It's actually everywhere.
Everywhere.
But we see this now. What I'm trying to say is that if we can co-share knowledge, right? We can co-share knowledge. I would have gained an experience to be self-independent, you know, while at the same time, if you require help in my help in the future, like you're so packed, but yet you have multiple cars wanting to go through this process, right? I can assist you also, correct? You know, people have this mindset of keeping the knowledge to themselves, right? Because they're scared.
Don't want to
share. Don't want to share, you know, because greedy. I'll be honest with you, greedy. They think if I share knowledge, if I share something or I give something, I'll get poor. That's having a poor mindset. You see what I mean? I covered this in my first episode, in the first episode of Spit It Out. I'm saying that knowledge is limited in the sense that if you only know what you know, you can only do so much. But when you start to share, you can empower each other. Together, you can do more.
True.
You see, interesting, right? You know, and another thing that I shared recently with the team, I see in your earning, in Muslim call it rezeki, in your own earning, there is actually someone else earning there, a portion of it.
Definitely.
You know, like so, why be so stingy on that end? Because if you are so that stingy, one day when you need help and people reciprocate back, stingy back to you, bro, you will feel like one kind one, like God, no. I'm not trying to say to you that we are that rich that I might like take my money and stuff like that. Yes, you must be protective of your money at the same time because it's hard earned. At the same time, do not be so stingy. If you can help whoever you can help, do your best. You know. So yes, I agree with you, bro. That people are when up till date still got people want to keep knowledge one, bro.
Definitely have lah.
So how do you overcome that?
So because I overcome by like while starting, then I seek for help everywhere lah. Like sometimes I go for like resupply to buy my material or what. I will ask around ask around. Then when I ask in a very like straightforward and honest way, so they will like don't want to layan you. So you must think of something like to.
No, they think you kental one you like weak one right? You must act as though you know something.
But so after that you must make up a story to say, hey, actually I have this project what you interested or not? If for you how you will do then I like leak some information that's where I slowly learn here and there.
I face the same thing, bro. I face the same thing. Like when I started Washpit and then went to the suppliers and whatnot, they look at me one kind. They even question why my company name is called Washpit. It doesn't resonate like a detailing company. I'm like, hey, look, bro, my company what?
I think mostly people, like if you are new in the industry or you just like startup, they are likely to like so-called bully you. Or
Why?
something.
Why is this mindset?
Yeah, I don't know. Because they like to take advantage of you. Yeah, I think advantage.
I want to share with you something, bro. You know, when I started my business Washpit back then, they asked me, Adib, sure or not, car wash can do. You know? Then after that, they look at my computer. You see your computer? How good they are? Stuff like that. But I just started up, no. So they expect I start up. Suddenly got a lot of crowd one, no. Siao, crazy. You know? So they asked me, hey, how? Your competitor? Sure you can fight, man. Even when I had to shift to Yishun, right? So I had another neighbor who has been around doing detailing for 7 years in the same building, bro.
Yes.
So they say, how? Oh, this one, lao jiao already, you know. You, new bird, sure, difficult, right? Do here. Then I tell them, hey, no, actually, if can, I want the entire level 1, have all detailing companies. Because why? Okay, you see, this is what they are having, a poor mindset. I am having a rich mindset. You know how I have a rich mindset? I say this, okay. Imagine it's Chinese New Year, bro. Do you go to Chinatown or you go to Geylang?
Go to Chinatown.
Chinatown lah, bro. Because why? Every of the vendor is there, even though they sell, one fella sell bakwa, the fella beside also sell bakwa, both can sell one during Chinese New Year. You might
demand high,
Same, like Hari Raya, do you go to Little India?
No.
No what, bro? You go Geylang, what? Correct not? The fella sell dendeng, you also sell dendeng. You both can still sell one, no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It creates that streak of the business. So you will draw the same crowd.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So like macam, when, for example, Enterprise Hub has quite a number of automotive vendors there, right? We also have like about 3 to 5 detailing companies there.
Yeah.
It is actually good. The more detailing companies there, it will be better.
Yes.
Like you see, I can ascertain you this. Wega, the Bukit Batok one, has more detailing shops as opposed to Enterprise Hub, yes?
Yes.
For people who's looking out for a wash, they will think of Wega first before Enterprise Hub. This one I can tell you one first, bro.
True.
Because the entire building like got a lot of car wash place. Especially during Chinese New Year or during Hari Raya or any peak season, they will go there first because they know sure got slot one, any one of them. But Enterprise Hub only maybe got, other than wash pit, 1 or 2 more that is open. So unlikely they will go there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If first time customer lah. So the mindset of like, why do you feel that you need to keep the knowledge to yourself?
Yeah.
You know, that if you share, right? You share to a certain extent to your neighbors and whatnot, right? Both of you can thrive together one.
Yeah.
Sure got enough fish to go around. Their mindset very poor one, rabak.
Yeah.
But anyhow, bro, share a bit more with regards to your aircon business journey.
So aircon business journey, I started from nothing. As I said, slowly I self-learn everything, even though I have to suffer like with months, like 7 to 8 months without any source of income.
Back then you stopped Borneo already,
Back then I already stopped the contract stopped already. So I was thinking, is it the wrong decision? I got a family to feed.
I also had the same mindset.
Wrong decision. What should I continue or should I? But 6 to 7 months already. Now a bit. Cannot take it already.
Cannot give up lah, but at the same time cannot take it.
Yeah. So you brainstorm. You brainstorm how to like bring your business to another level. How to attract. How to benefit others. This is where that I learned that there's a win-win situation between you and also the customer that engage.
You had to invent new ways to solve problems.
Yes.
I'm going to share with you something new. Okay? You know, invention. Invention. You know what's the best of invention? When there's a need to create necessity. So when you are desperate, right, because you need to pay for your family, you need to provide for your family, right? It creates the necessity, the desperation for necessity. And necessity is the mother of all invention. You've heard of this before? Haven't you, right? Yeah. Very interesting, right? Okay. There's this saying, bro. They say again, I repeat, necessity is the mother of all invention. When you are lacking that necessity, you will find ups and low, left and right, do whatever it takes to get the necessity. So that's why they call it mother of all invention. You'll find creative ways. You'll find yourself being put into this position, that position, just to get that necessity. Now I'm saying this because, you see, when you are in the employed world, okay, very little time you will face desperation for the necessity, because usually at the end of the month also your salary will come.
Yeah.
Whether you complete your job or not, MON say still pay you. Like whether the fella effed up or not in the job role, MOM
Still
protect them that they needs to
Still
be
they
paid.
get paid, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they don't have to worry about salary, no.
Yes.
No matter how little the salary is, they will still get. But when we are self-employed and we are trying to run a business to become an entrepreneur, right? You will know that there's no such thing one.
Yeah, true.
You really need to find a way out one. You don't find a way out, the longer you'll stay poor.
Must consistent to find new ways.
Right. Consistent to find new ways, adaptable, growth. Is that what you learn when you run your business?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Cannot stay stagnant one, right?
Cannot stay stagnant.
But then compare when you were working in Borneo. Compare when you were being an apprentice, bro. The level of learning, as opposed to running your own aircon business. Which one, in your honest opinion, you feel that you learn the most?
I learned the most while handling own business.
Definitely. See that?
Definitely.
You see, it's coming from your mouth in the sense, I do know that you're part of hospital life. Macam, masangkat dia. No lah. But you see, this is where a lot of people who haven't tried doing entrepreneurship, doing business, bro, they will never like really show me. You know, they are more fearful of running a business.
Yes.
They are more fearful of running business. I do know by now, the listeners, the viewers will say, but then Nick, now you join Adib as an employee. What's the difference then? Well, we'll come to that question first. Okay, I just want to know a bit more. In your business world, when you were doing the aircon, perhaps share with them the highest of the high, the lowest of the low. Meaning to say your best, the one best thing you want to talk about your business, and the one most challenging thing you want to share with the business, if you don't mind, bro.
Okay. The high is definitely the returns. Definitely, returns, definitely the
limitless.
Like what you say, as the sky is the limit. It can be very, very high because if you want to compare with what I started, the least that I can get is like $50 for at least for the 3 months. That is my earning for the 3 months. It's only like $50 only.
$50.
$50 is like, I also don't know how $50. But after to the end, when things start to get stabilized, you are looking at around like 5 figures, 6 figure.
This is something like was sweet spot already.
Yeah, sweet spot already. And then I was then that's land me in like the comfort zone.
But that was the key dangerous point.
Yes.
Because
you think that you already relax.
Relax.
Because I believe in every business, in engaging any form, let's say if you want to reform or what, or you want to go another level higher, I think there's risk involved.
Yeah.
Risk factor involved.
Definitely.
Yeah. So whether or not you have to try.
Yeah.
Because it's either this way or that way.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you're right on the sense that any part of you who wants to grow, there will always be a risk. There will always be a risk. You know what I mean? Like, risk is ever present, bro. To be honest, anything you do also got a risk. You know, you wake up, also got a risk. You know, you wake up, you might hit your head, then baluku, might sure you don't wake up. You know what I mean? Then sometimes when you go, not sometimes, I mean like when you go shower, also got risk, you might slip and fall,
Yeah, correct.
The risk is that, but the reward is that you are clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a risk in everything you do. And the difference between a full risk taker and someone who is a bit more conservative is that you need to know how much you can do this thing called risk analysis. Okay, risk management, right? Now, again, whatever it is, whatever kind of contingency plans or mitigation plans you have for that risk, right, bro, the risk will always be present one. Yes. There will be never such a thing called zero risk.
Yeah.
Bro, not doing anything also is a risk, you know? Yeah, it's a risk that you will be losing against time. Losing against income due to inflation, so on and so forth. There's a lot of risk. This is something that I want the viewers, the listeners to understand.
Yes.
That if you are stagnant, you are not just at the same position. No? Every day you are depreciating, means you are earning lesser, you are losing and losing and losing.
Yes.
That's why as long as you are alive, you need to learn this word called growth.
Yes.
Keep continue growing and growing and growing and growing. Right? So bro, now let's talk about how did you land into Washpit then?
Oh, okay. So because business ended because of COVID. Okay, because
and also because you were too comfortable lah.
And also yes, I'm very very comfortable that back then So yeah, I think of that type of risk never mind I I can take it one lah.
Yeah,
but
you just left
suddenly,
everything to your partner and whatnot lah.
Sekali cannot take it.
That's the problem. So I also sometimes worry, bro. When you feel comfortable already, then okay, now leave it to the people you delegated to. But if you leave too much, you let go too much, suddenly things happen.
Yes.
Then you must be able to see, to quickly come and intervene.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Too long, you never intercept or intervene too long, habis.
Yes.
Sometimes it goes to a point of no return already. And then you know what's the problem? It's because the root cause was that you get too comfortable. Never mind, let him do. Right? Then you are no longer active.
Yeah, no longer active. True. So
Good.
after that, COVID hit us. Wow, I think then there's some things happen in the business. Then I have to close now, cease operation. So it was very, very hard for me and painful for me seeing the business that I built from zero scratch to nothing. Literally zero to wow. I think that this is
there's going to be your life.
milestone in my life that I don't think I can achieve of or what. Then have to close now. Then after that close now, I also get comfortable already. Then I will just rest because I don't have this I lose the fight already. I don't have the growth.
That's the danger.
Mindset. So I just say I don't want to do lah. Never mind. See, savings still have okay lah. Relax still have lah. Never mind. I don't have then think about it. Now still have never mind. Wow, I stay unemployed and the lempa for at least I think close to 2 years.
2 years, bro. Bro, no, I thought 2 months.
Too comfortable.
Wow, really comfortable. Wow, this is really comfortable. 2 years unemployed, bro. How many of you all the listeners, the viewers can stay relaxed and comfortable for 2 years, bro?
Yeah, comfortable, relax, everything for close to 2 years. Okay. Then I think wow. Too comfortable already. Everything that I want to do start to get lazy.
Right.
Sometimes because I'm a hands-on person. In very easy things to repair at home or what, I will still I can do it. Yeah. But until I get too comfortable already, I don't want to do it. I say, never mind. I ask the contractor come and do it.
Bro, okay. You see, this lesson that you just shared, right, is actually the same for those who have been employed for too long. You see that? They are too comfortable with what they are earning right now that they fail to see the risk that is actually within them, trying to reach them anytime. The risk that I'm referring to is that, for example, the cost of education for a child is getting more and more expensive.
Yes.
That they think with the same amount of pay, they can actually supplicate for their child. That's one thing, bro. Another risk is that, for example, CPF. Okay, you've heard about this CPF, right? Yes. CPF got this thing called minimum sum scheme.
Yes.
Every year it increases.
Yes.
But your salary does not increase on time, to match up with your minimum sum scheme. True. Because your salary is mostly being used to pay for your house. Correct? A lot of Singaporeans, when they buy a house, they use CPF loan for HDB loan. And then they use CPF to pay for their HDB, correct? Yes. And then they don't realize, year after year, you are paying the principal. On top of the principal, you are paying interest, correct? And the interest is very, very heavy.
Yes.
Right? So by the time they say, I finished paying my house, they're happy. Then sekali, turn 55 years old already. Minimum sum scheme never hit. Yeah. Then after that, they get 5,000. They angry, why I only get 5,000 out of my CPF? Saktam.
Yeah.
Because why? They never hit the minimum sum scheme.
Yes.
These are risks. Up till date, I can tell you, assure you, majority of the commoners don't realize that if you stay stagnant, stay too comfortable, you are actually degrading every day. You are depreciating every day. You must be willing, bro, to go out and about to learn. Like how you learn? How you find a supplier? Action a bit. Don't know, so just step so that you can learn, all in the purpose of learning. That process, So, now, good that you share with us about this. Now, I want to know something, bro.
Yes.
Now, when you joined Washpit, what were your expectations, bro?
Actually, after getting very comfortable at home for these 2 years, and I was thinking that, do something. I say must do something. I say keep myself occupied because during my free time, the comfortable time, I keep on go fishing, until the fridge all neighbor fridge all full of fish already. I still go for fishing. I also don't know why. Then I say I cannot do something. And then I was scrolling on this Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook. So I saw there's a job opportunity.
Okay.
I say hiring detailer. I say detailer. Wow. Last time at this Borneo motor, they say you can be detailer.
Sure,
detailer.
Like same only.
So how many years already? The detailer part never come also.
Right.
They only ask you to help to do detailer job, but never give you a title, never give you a salary.
Right.
So I was thinking, detailer, wow, same or not, Borneo motor. I say, okay lah, maybe never mind. Try lah. I say okay lah. Then I try. I say okay. I like realign myself lah. Like saying that okay, if today I want to do, okay, make sure I get employed fast, as fast as possible. So I called up. I messaged in. Then they asked me, okay, how? Want to arrange for an interview? I say yes, okay, can arrange for an interview. Please send me a resume. Then I tell the person, hey, I don't know how to do resume. I just straight come down, you ask me the whatever question you want to ask, I give you all the questions. Don't ask me to do resume because I don't know how to do. That one very true, I don't know how to do. I say cannot, then cannot, never mind, I don't come. He say okay, you come. I say when? He say, tomorrow can? I say, today can or not? He say, today cannot. I say, tomorrow. I say, okay, tomorrow. Then I was thinking, tomorrow, maybe if I wake up, I lazy, I go fishing, I don't go. Then suddenly, that day, raining.
Oh, really? Cannot fish?
I say, hey, alamak, okay lah, cannot fish. Cannot fish. Okay, then I go to interview. So interview, like, quite went through well. So asked me like question like because I
wasn't me, right, bro?
No, it wasn't.
I wasn't.
So because I also own a company, so I also do interview.
Yeah.
So my interview was not so detailed, you know. Like can work or not? Can work? Okay, confirm. This one how well? Okay, come. Then I go for interview. Like, this one like, serious only. Ask like so many questions.
Different,
yeah, different. Say, like, you know, there's the career path for you, so and so forth. I see. Wow, true or not? I say even back then I never tell my technician you got this. It's either you technician or you senior technician. So I don't know why. These two you stagnant there. I say, wow, so many levels. I say okay. Then asked me a lot of questions. The interview took quite long.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
The interview took quite long. So 1 hour.
I think with me might be longer.
I don't know. So the interview went like an hour. So after the hour, I say okay. So he say. So was asking for the salary. I say, okay, salary. I say, don't talk about salary. I say, I already know already. You don't ask me to fill in the expected salary. So if you want to give me at this salary, I'm okay. Okay, I'm definitely okay because I think no one's paid this X amount of money in this like so-called because at that point of time to me detailing company is just like same as car wash.
Car wash lah.
Car wash. SO car wash. Just wash and go. I say, 2,500 can confirm. I say okay. Never mind. Try. So after that, immediately I was hired on the spot.
Oh, nice.
I was hired on the spot. So he asked, so how you can when can you start? I say, as fast as tomorrow. Then don't go fishing already. Start work already. I say, okay lah.
Mindset start to switch.
Switch. Must do a switch because it's now or never. Because if let's say I say,
correct.
I never consider first.
Right.
Then the next day I will be lazy already.
Precisely, bro. That was a good one. It's now or never.
Yes.
Because in the episode 1, I was talking to Ashraf, you know, and I say, there's this saying, bro. They say it's never too late to start anything. I told him, bro, I disagree, bro. I disagree with that statement. You know why? Because, like I said, if you want to wait until the very end, suddenly you might die, no? You might just die. And then you don't have any opportunity at all. Or sometimes, because you got so much financial obligation, you got family obligation and whatnot, right, bro? You might not even do it. You see it? So, this now or never is key. Is very, very key. You know, I'm not saying do now as in just drop everything and do. You start to change your mindset first.
Change your mindset.
First is to change mindset. That's the main purpose of the podcast. You see, we are trying to change people's mindset with regards to how you approach things in life, your perspectives in life, and then with regards to having some business sense, some entrepreneurship sense. You see, key thing, bro. You brought out quite a good thing. Now or never, right? Now by first adjusting your mindset. No more fishing, huh?
No more fishing.
Don't be too comfortable. Let's start working well. Start working hard. You know, change all the way in attitude. Okay, bro. Before we end the first part of the podcast, I just want to ask you a few things. Like, your life have been very colorful, I would say.
Yeah.
You have been
super colorful.
super colorful. Rainbow also not enough color.
No enough.
Okay. From your past experiences and what you are experiencing now, bro, if you can give me perhaps between 1 to 3 life values that perhaps you think the viewers or the listeners can benefit from, what are the life values you might want to share with them?
Life values.
Or imagine you are trying to educate your children as they are growing up. Of course, you know, I also have a child that we always want the best for them.
Okay.
That if can, they do better than us.
Yes.
Right? So, about life values, bro, what are the 1 to 3 most important life values that you want to inculcate in them? Means teach them.
First, definitely be responsible. Then, adjust your mindset. Have the right attitude.
Oh, see.
This one is
the word attitude come out again.
This one is very, very important.
Very important.
Yeah, attitude is very, very important. Because if you don't have
the
you don't have the attitude, you cannot do anything.
Yalah.
Yeah. If
Confirm
your attitude is like
half past 6 jialat lah.
then you will go all the way jialat. If your attitude, if you like want to go like positively,
sure you can make it one day.
Sure.
One day sure you can make it. You just need to persevere, right? Tahan a bit lah. Tahan a bit sure can do.
Yeah. So for me, value wise, I see like it's okay to like get disadvantage at some time, but because the great things will be after.
Yeah. Persevere lah. Persevere. They say good things doesn't come easy. They say good things doesn't come easy.
Have to learn.
Okay, that's 3 good things. Responsibility, attitude, positive attitude, and perseverance.
Yes.
Wow, say solid, brother. Thank you for that, man. Okay, now we're going to talk more about your journey, especially in your life journey, and a bit more into the entrepreneurships once we come back from the part 2. Okay, in the meantime, we'll take a break, guys. See you later. Hi guys, welcome back to the part 2 of our Wash Pits podcast called Speed It Out. Tweak. Okay. This is our episode 3, bro. Episode 3 already, bro. 3 already, bro. 3 of the many, infinite, I hope. As long as people are willing to listen, you know, and wants to learn a thing or two with us, we hope we can share whatever knowledge we have, you know what I mean? So, brother, just now, part 1, we were discussing about your life journey.
Yes.
You know, you shared quite a fair bit with regards to your highs, the highs of the highs, the lows of the lows, you know. And through all those experiences, you summarized 3 life values that you want the audience to understand, you know, as much as you want your children to also follow suit. You were saying, you know, responsibility, having a sense of responsibility is important. You know, you need to be responsible for all your success and your failures, your actions and your inactions.
Yes.
All right? So that when you understand this, you don't push the blame to others. You don't say that the world is cruel when you don't even try. You know, you are being cruel to yourself. You know what I mean? So I understand clearly why you mentioned responsibility as one of the values in life that you want them to undertake. Personal responsibility at firstly. That's the most important thing. Then you mentioned also, now to handle this responsibility well, you must first have the right mindset, the right attitude, which is good. You know, I actually shared this, and I shared many times, even you hear this many times. You know, I say that before anything, okay, to be successful, you know, the first thing you must have is the right attitude, bro. You know, you can have all the skill sets in the world, right? And then when you join the company, if your attitude still sucks, you know, you can't get the job done well, or you can't even be cohesive or sync with the team. You know, you'll be your own world. It's very hard to reciprocate or work together one. So having the right attitude in the things you deal with on a day-to-day basis can really push you to almost be limitless, I would say that. You know, the sky's the limit, I would say. Then the third thing that you shared with us with regards to the personal values you want to inculcate to your children and to the listeners, the viewers, is this thing called perseverance.
Yes.
You know, you are like halfway Muslim already, you know, because one of the values we learn, bro, when you are doing the right thing, okay, you are supposed to do the right thing. the right thing basically means you must be accountable.
Yeah.
When you have to be accountable means you have to take personal responsibility.
Yeah.
You are saying along that line already, bro.
Yeah.
This is what I shared before. So you must be doing only the right things. No matter how the wrong thing seems to be very like, oh, easy way out, good money, this and that, but to the expense of others, you must avoid it at all costs. Do the right thing. Have personal responsibility, accountability to the things you do, right? Especially when you want to spread the truth and whatnot. Do the right thing, you see? And then at the same time also, you must have the right mindset to understand that why these struggles that you go through. Is it worth? Do you find meaning in it?
Yes.
Okay, you must understand that well. Okay, so having the right mindset will determine, or the right attitude will determine what you will do in life. And lastly, you are going through struggles, like I mentioned, going through hardships. When you are doing the right thing, it will always be difficult. It's never going to be easy never going to be easy.
True.
And to be able to overcome it eventually, you will need to have patience. And perseverance, like you mentioned. Wow, bro, you not bad already, no, bro. Halfway there already. Halfway there. Okay, brother, come. Now, we all know after your life journey, you eventually turn up as one of our Washpit team members. Now, what do you see a difference, bro, between your experience last time in Borneo Motors and petrol station car wash and your own business, you know, from whatever your past experience, is there any difference you observe while being in Washpit?
Yeah, if I were to say, the first day when I attend work, Alif, being the manager of
Alif,
Invention, he actually taught me, like, even though I know, I got experience, but I thought I know.
You thought.
I thought, but I don't know who confirmed.
Yes.
I thought I know.
Yeah. See, knowledge must always be willing to learn and share, right? Okay.
Suddenly I think car wash only easy lah, fast lah. I thought I know. Then after he teach me, this one is another level.
Oh, I see.
See, this one got pattern one. But pattern must follow the pattern one. Confirm must
I
stop.
hope positive pattern, not wrong pattern he teach you.
So Alif is so-called my teacher and
your mentor
in this Washpit. Definitely. So he teaches me a lot of, like, be the washing method. Like, even we use the blower, got direction. You must, I don't care whether you left-hander or right-hander, you must use this one on your left hand, that one on your right hand. I say, really? I say, why? I tell you. Okay, because the air will the air will blow on this way, it will not go back to it. I say, okay.
So got like set of system SOP like that.
Actually, I like it.
Oh, I see.
Because got new knowledge. I say, okay, this one actually okay, they make sense. Okay, good, this one good.
Okay.
Like vacuum, okay, no, we only start from the front. Why not start from the back? Why start from the front?
Halfway start in the middle or what
Also can, or I just start one panel here, then I go there
as long finish
as long finish then this the thing that I learned during my first month. This called like SOP. Standard procedure. So,
you think it's important, SOP?
This is definitely, I think, is the key.
Why?
Because at least you will know what to do. SOP, standard procedure. Like, you cannot jump to step 3 or step 4.
Yeah,
but you must constantly, like, this is the graduating, like, you will eventually get there. But you must execute for step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Okay, I want to ask you, why, SOP is important, but how do you think the SOP is being created?
SOP being created.
Sure got standard correct not? Yeah. There is a standard that we must abide to
Yes.
Must see from
Yes.
Because this standard surely not the shitty standard, correct not?
Yeah.
Must be a good standard. That's why it is created like a procedure guideline, correct not?
Definitely.
So you see, this is something that I am happy that you shared. You know why? Because in life also got standard one.
Yeah.
Correct not? You want to know you good or not good is the things you do bro. And then the things you do is actually got referred to someone who do good also
Yes.
Correct not? Always got standard one. So one of the things that is important for this audience to hear, to understand is having life standards. Whatever the standards are, as long as it's good, you must follow. You don't suka create your own standard and then you don't know the measurement of whether you are doing the right things or the wrong things. You must learn how to firstly follow standards. If you cannot establish a good standard, follow a standard.
Yes.
That's the most important one. From following the good standards, you can establish a better standard. But first must follow. Don't suka, right?
Yeah, true.
What are the different things you see in Washpit, bro?
Different things I see in Washpit. Like, Okay.
SOP was one thing.
SOP is one thing. So after SOP is the working environment. Working environment I see is like because
Everyone need to learn something.
Alif is my mentor. So because he get everyone to participate and he doesn't care whether you are good or bad, he will still teach you. He will make sure that you understand. If you don't understand, he will nag at you. Then I will say, hey, wow, hey, like a bit nagging already. Hey, why don't nag, don't nag. When after that, when you acquire the skill already, skill set, wow, you think, hey, actually, wow, the nagging was good, yeah?
Yeah.
The nagging was good.
For the purpose of learning, right?
For the purpose of learning.
That's right. The attitude must be correct first.
Yes,
correct not. If they think nagging only, people want to find fault.
Because initially, my mindset to come to Washpit and work is like, never mind, the company require what of me, I will just do. What is the company standard, I just follow. Until to a point of time, I think that, hey, this is not just working only. This is also a place to learn and a place to bring yourself to another level. Because in terms of all these standard procedure, we always have like every step you have to abide, to follow, so and so forth. Then I think this one actually can apply in life also. Like every day, whether you wake up or not, you will still take the same bus, same route.
Punctuality, attendance, how you work with a team. You must know that in the world, you're not one man person. That you need a team to achieve a lot of things together better. Right? Agree?
Yes.
So bro, then after that, your journey right now with Washpit, how long has it been already, bro? Up till date?
I think close to
5 months? Half a year? 6 months?
5 to 6.
Okay. Well, now going to half a year already, bro. Oh, that fast, bro.
Like very fast.
What's the difference between day one in Washpit then and now? Half a year already.
Washpit. Okay,
Did you learn even something more?
Wow, definitely I learned a lot of things. Like how you control, like in terms of your way of speaking,
right.
How to present yourself to the customer, how you oversee the whole team flow, or what, and you can observe team's emotion, or what, so and so forth. Definitely learn a lot of things.
But let's talk about people a bit. Okay, so you are now running as operations manager for Washpit, bro. What are your challenges? What are your sweet memories? Would you like to share with us?
Okay, sweet memories is okay. I can say I got the crew, the detailers, actually to work with me. Yeah, very well. Okay, so they cooperate in the sense that even though sometimes they know that there's a peak period, they will give their full support to me also.
Right.
Yeah. So to like challenges is to say like I have to so-called, because they're more senior person than me. So is that like I'm new, suddenly I have this position. I was worried that maybe this senior person don't recognize me or don't recognize me. Until I think I can get the senior person in the company to recognize me as it's not that of my position, but of my capability.
Yes.
So this is something that
you learn lah.
Yeah.
Bro, can I ask you, bro? Managing people is it like playing kite? Sometimes you let them fly a bit, and sometimes you must pull back.
Yeah.
Fly, pull, always like that, right, bro?
Yeah. Must be flexible. So you cannot be like too strict, because when things really go out of way, like in their comfort zone, you have to like tighten the string and make them say, okay, there's a boundary set so you cannot go above beyond the line or what.
Okay, bro, I ask you something, bro. For your life experience, in terms of your life experience, you are one of the most senior in the company in terms of age experience, right? And in Washpit's group context, I mean our team members presently at the moment, do you think there are individuals who you think needs to be groomed, not just in terms of working, but in terms of their personal life also?
Definitely.
Why do you think it is as such, bro? Why do you think that these individuals needs to
be groomed? Because okay, working in a company is one thing. So we have to get individual the correct attitude, the correct mindset, set them on path so that they can sink in with you.
Right.
They can sync it with you so that you and the detailer or what, you have the same mindset, same endpoint. What is for you today to achieve as a detailer? If my role for detailer is just to come in and take salary at the end of the month, I think if you're not striving for growth, I think not the correct place for you.
Yes. Okay, now I want to put this in the context of the world. You see, you brought in a great point, right? That if in any team setting, we must be able to motivate, inspire, guide, and realign the team to the same goal.
Yes.
Which is to be the best in whatever we do, especially if in the wash pits contact and it's in the wash and detailing industry, right? The cleaning industry.
Yes.
Now, at the same time also, we also share the same similarity, you and I, including the rest of the people in the world. We share this same community called being alive.
Yes.
Right, being alive. So when I say being alive, everyone wants to succeed in life. You agree?
Yeah,
no one wants to fail in life. Go into financial hardship, go into marriage problem, house problem, this problem, that problem. No one wants to go through hardship for the rest of their life. They want to succeed in one way or another. So right now, imagine the whole world is our team, right? Do you believe that all of them must be aligned in the sense of how to succeed in life?
Yes.
We must be united. In the same sense, right? We cannot do this thing alone, but we must be united.
Yes.
And one of the things that I want to share is that when we believe ourselves as a team, use the same concept.
Yes.
Everyone needs to be motivated, need to be guided, need to have some sort of assistance and change their attitude. First is to change the attitude. Take this podcast. Not as like time wasting, don't want to hear this, boring, watch Netflix better Disney or see TikTok girl dancing or what show, right? Take this podcast as the opportunity. Free knowledge is given out right now. That's what I mean. Free knowledge is given out. That if they want to succeed in life, let's consider yourself a team. We are a team of human, right? To succeed in life, we must be able to reciprocate this goodness, sharing of knowledge, being open to this, change the attitude. Change the attitude, man. Do you agree with this statement of mine?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely right, bro. Now, I think in your whole entire experience also, have you been interviewing people and whatnot? Do you see all sorts of people? Have you talked to quite a number of people in wash pits experience itself? In the sense that when you interview people, when you deal with your own team members, what are the different experiences you accountable?
Let's say for interview,
the good and the bad you share, the good and the bad.
Actually, if you for interview wise, you are actually trying to find out whether like this person is this what is his working attitude, the patterns that I'm looking out, like is this consistent or is this not consistent? Like not consistent that in a year you can change like 3-4 jobs. What happens here? This person, you like no goals only. You happy, you take 1 month salary, then you zao, 2 months salary, then you zao like that. Then this will be like the least that I will approve them as a detailer. But of course, willing to give them a chance when speaking to them. So because there's a way of like being communicated with the person. Like you actually can sense and you will know their attitude, whether are you the right person to come to wash pit or you just want to come here and pass your time, spray some water, take the salary, then go home, something like that.
Brother, I want to share with you something. I am being taught as a Muslim, and all Muslims are being taught, bro. We should always think good in others. They call it husnuzon. In Arab, they call it husnuzon. Must think good of others, irregardless, especially to strangers. You do not know them yet, but the first thing you must think well of him first. I'm not saying that when you think well of others, you are not being cautious also. You must be cautious, but think well first. Do not judge the book by its cover. Or don't cover the judge by the book. No, do not judge the book by its cover. Like literally, like say it first. Okay, you must give him a room to prove to himself. So you must think well of others. So when I say this with you, I share this with you. Of course, sometimes in your dealings, you have some detailers who upsets you, the team members who upsets you, some management also upsets you and stuff like that. And I always tell you to do what? Relax, bro. Let's try to think rationally what is happening and what not, right? Now, when I say this, I'm saying that every human being has the potential. The potential to be great, right? The only reason why they are what they are right now whether they keep on to the losing side or they be better, right, bro? It's actually, again, the same word called attitude.
Yes, yes.
It's the same word called attitude. You don't do your attitude adjustment, bro. It really defines you, one. You know, if you have the mindset of, no need to save lah, take out car lah. Don't clear my debt first, never mind. Malay say what, no, kalah tak apa, style mesti mau ada. Lose, never mind. As long got style, one, no. You know, this kind of poor mindset, one, bro, never mind. I'm in debt, never mind. But as long as I can bergaya, action a bit, I wear nice watch lah, dress up and whatnot, but inside pocket, all no money, one. Inside the bank account, all $0, one. Well, these are very, very poisonous kind of attitude. This is very, very self-harming kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they, especially in Washpit's contact, we definitely offer above and beyond market rate.
Yes.
You agree with this?
Yeah.
Right? In terms, not just the managers, even the retailers are being offered above and beyond the market rate.
I don't think you go to any detail
Right.
company you can find.
And when we check with all of them, especially it's just to ask them, the way they earned previously in whatever experience they have and what they are earning now in Washpit, is there a big difference? They say yes.
Yes.
Right? They are earning definitely way more. And then the next thing we ask, bro, with the money, what are you going to plan to do? Well, first thing they say, take out car. I still remember that viral post.
Take out car.
Take out car, this and that. But you've never going to hear that they're going to say, I'm going to save, I'm going to clear my debts, I'm going to give to my parents a bit, you know. I'm going to learn how to grow my money in the halal way, the right way and stuff like that. Most of them, when they have this extra money, what they think of is things that is not building for them, not growing for them, but more like, I spend because I want to enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong to enjoy. You agree with me? It's not wrong to enjoy.
It's not wrong.
But if you
there's a
indulge,
limit.
yes, when you overindulge in this enjoyment, this is where you start to see things go southwards, right? Well, great to share that, bro. Now, in your perspective, okay, being in Washpit, how can it help you to elevate yourself from where you are right now, bro? What do you see yourself in the future with Washpit, bro?
Actually, in Washpit, I just want to share, like, there's something that I learned that is to look at every person like fairly, like because all of them or most of them comes in a very complex background.
Colorful.
Yes.
As rainbow as yours sometimes.
Very rainbow. But sometimes the rainbow is on the darker side.
Right.
So if we like, this is what I learned. If we give out on them, so they will eventually give out on themselves.
Yes.
Because no one is like giving opportunity to this person.
Sound like very, very interesting only. Did I say this?
That is what I learned. So is because for me, okay, you can like tekan me like 1 time, 2 time, but 3 time is enough already.
Yes.
For me, there's a limit.
Yes.
So I learned to be like more patient,
Right.
and look at things the other way.
Correct.
So I don't assume so fast.
Correct.
I don't assume so fast.
Yeah.
So also always understand, like, okay, you have difficulties. Okay, you have your difficulties. Me as a manager, I must understand you first. Because in order to help myself, I must help you first.
Yes, agree.
Yes,
See,
yes.
I point this one out. No, before that, I was telling the podcast and whatnot, even to the team. I say, when you help others to achieve what they want to achieve, you shall achieve everything.
Yeah.
You know, because this was a quote from Rohn. And I see myself doing that many times. You know, I've been helping others to try and achieve their goals and whatnot. Then eventually I start to see I get to achieve whatever I want to achieve, indirectly, one way or another. I don't know how is this happening, but it's interesting. Now, at the same time also, let's reiterate to the point that I shared with you with regards to individuals, most of the individuals, you know, in Washpit. And I do believe also out there, you know, there are a lot of times whereby whatever we do, right, bro, we don't really feel appreciated.
Yes.
And people think that whatever we've accomplished is a small thing.
Yes.
So rather than being or getting praise for it or like getting words of encouragement, we are most often looked down upon.
Yes.
Right? So what I'm trying to say is I want to reiterate the point whereby every human has the potential for greatness.
Yes.
There's a reason why you are at the lowest point of your life, or you are now enjoying the success of your life. And the key word is attitude, bro. The key word, again, I'm going to reiterate again, it's attitude.
Yes.
Now, what we are trying to say is, sometimes to positively maintain a positive attitude or to consistently maintain a positive attitude by yourself is difficult.
Yes.
It's difficult, okay? So, like how we do in Washpit, usually from management, top down, is we encourage one another.
Yeah.
First, we say nicely, we encourage, we give advice and whatnot. When you start to not listen, we start to be firm a bit.
Yes.
Then, of course, sometimes you need to scold. It's like that one. You talk to you nicely, you don't want to listen. I be firm a bit, you don't want to listen, then you need to come whereby I have to scold you not because I hate you, it's because we care for you.
Yes.
If one day I stop talking to you,
Yeah.
then you know already.
Yeah.
Because I give up already.
Yeah.
I tried my best. It's not that I give up because you gave up on changing.
Yeah.
We can see it. You gave up on changing. So I can't be doing this on everyday basis because there are others who also need our help.
Yes.
Right? So the attitude portion plays a part.
Yes.
For me, is what I pledge or what I can guarantee in terms of the team and whatnot. I mentioned to them this, and I also mentioned to the audience. You see, I cannot guarantee you I can change your life or whatnot, but I can guarantee you my commitment in trying to help you one way or another. I can say that as long as you are able to take the step forward,
Yes.
the first thing to do is change your mindset, man.
Yes.
Change your mindset in the things you see and whatnot. Challenge yourself. Must be willing to try one. Don't blame others for the failures in your life. No.
Yeah.
Take what? Personal what? Responsibility.
Yes.
Correct? Like what you say, bro. Responsibility is very, very key. Okay? And at the same time, while your attitude has been changed, have some perseverance lah. Don't give up too fast lah. Correct? No, a bit, sikit marah, sikit nangis. Don't give up too fast lah. Correct not? These are the things that I feel a lot of the commoners, even sometimes our team members, don't really understand that.
Yes.
But day in, day out, we must advise them, right, bro? Non-stop, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes as
Every
a leader, sometimes you feel like you are the father, no?
Yeah.
The father, the brother,
Yeah.
sometimes like the wife also, right? That's the challenge. But okay, I think that the fruitfulness is there, lah.
Yes.
The fruitfulness is there, lah. The team learns how.
Definitely, as individual, you hope the best out of them, because this is like, wow, if they are like being appreciated and they are feeling happy,
Correct.
and they are feeling that they are being accepted or motivated, definitely you will see, wow,
Correct.
also be
Correct.
happy.
Their success is your success also, Your success is my success also,
definitely.
So if they all can think like this, bro, if everyone in the world can think like this, bro, right? Wow, bro, really the world is beautiful. Really the world is beautiful. I'm not saying that it is easy to do, but it's not impossible. You can always do it as long as you have the right mindset to do it.
Yes.
We are like right now, we are really trying to reach out to all these individuals. Okay, if you ever feel that you're stagnant in life, you feel that you are unappreciated, you want to do better, you have no guidance, you have no individuals who can motivate you or guide you, right?
Yes.
Then reach out to us, man. Reach out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Reach out to me. We can talk about this. Don't worry. A talking won't kill you lah. Won't make you bankrupt or what lah.
Most importantly is to put your ego aside first.
Precisely.
Put your ego aside. Step out the first step. Start talking. What is happening or what?
Yes, correct. Bro, now I want to ask you a few more things.
Yes.
In Washpit itself, okay, how do you think that other than helping others, what do you see yourself, bro? Like, where do you think it can bring you to? In terms of what are your goals you set for yourself when joining Washpit?
Okay, so after like all these months, 5 months to 6 months, actually I see that there is definitely growth in Washpit.
Yeah.
The plans for Washpit to grow as an individual, which is a part of Washpit, is definitely growing every day. It's whether you take the initiative to see whether, hey, did I achieve this? Did I achieve that? Or what? So, if by seeing this, I think growth is definitely in a Washpit that you can check out your milestone or so and so forth.
Professionally, for you, you would want to have growth in the aspect of learning new skills, talking to vendors, talking to customers, managing projects and whatnot.
Yes.
These are something that you are looking at. Oh, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
I love the way you talk, bro, because from then until now, right, bro, from just now until now, you have not talked about money yet.
Money.
We've
I
not
don't
talked
think
about
money is the most important thing.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because why? That's the main thing. A lot of people have this wrong thinking, right, bro? A lot
Because
of people.
money is something like buying you into it.
Correct. When you are chasing after money, you are chasing an endless goal.
Yes.
Endless. Money is never enough.
Yeah,
You know, like Jack Ma saying, money not enough. Money not enough. It is always never ending one. Like, for example, you hit your first meal. Someone would have done their next 10 meal or 2 meal or whatnot. You know. Then when you hit your 10 meal, someone has been earning 1 bill and whatnot. Then you have no sense of ending. One day you just get tired of it. You get sick of it.
Yes.
Now, I think a fulfillment in terms of growth is in the sense that you can replicate these good habits and you can teach the young ones or you can teach others to help reciprocate, or they say, help you to repeat, help you to expand, amplify your message throughout the community. Because as a whole, when you start to see success in your life, you want to see success in others also.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, right? Correct or not? So, on that note, I'm saying that good. I'm so happy that when I ask you what are the kind of goals that you're looking at, you set for yourself in Washpit, you want to see growth in the sense of your own development.
Yes.
At the same time, you said that you want to see development in others also. This is a very strong quality, bro.
Yeah.
That money or income is the byproduct of everything.
Yeah, something like that.
Right? If you learn how to detach yourself from this, well, bro, you are limitless in terms of your expansion, your own personal expansion. You know what I mean? So, because I was sharing this in the first podcast and the second podcast also, in the second episode of the podcast also, I got select a bit lah, I got squeezed in a bit. I say that life goal I don't know whether I shared with you this before, no? Life goals got 2 goals only. You know what?
Freedom.
Who is say freedom? Then one more is what, bro? Remember not? Freedom and what's the maximum level of happiness? It's called what? May you rest in?
Peace.
Right? So, now I'm saying this to reiterate the point of the podcast objective. Now, we are in the process of the journey. In episode 1, I was sharing with Ashraf and Ashraf also shared with me, we talk about the objective of the podcast, which is with regards to the perspective in life. The better perspective in life, perspective are the views, your point of views in life. And then at the same time, the approach towards entrepreneurship. Why must we embrace entrepreneurship? You know, they say a business is not for everyone. You have this. You hear this before. Business not for everyone, lah.
Yeah.
Now I say this, bro. That kind of statement is a degrading statement. Degrading statement. Anyone can try a business. You know, anyone can really run a business if only they change their mindset.
Yeah.
Right? That they don't see failures as only risks. If they can surpass their views that a failure is actually the best teacher one.
Yes.
When you fail in something, it's the best teacher. You know the way you talk, right, bro? You know what is the difference between you and them? It's because you tried, bro.
Yeah.
Even though your aircon business you had to close down because you realized the root cause of it was I was getting too comfortable. I was like, bocap lah, never mind lah. Okay lah, okay. And then you realize it happened. It's not really because of COVID and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, there will always be adversity one. There will always be problem one. Problem is never ending one.
Yeah.
As long as you're alive, got problem one. You wake up also got problem, headache.
Yeah.
Migraine sometimes. Wake up also got problem because you need to shower. Wake up also problem because you're hungry. Oh no, problem never ending one. But the way you handle this problem, you build a mental fortitude. If you've ever tried it, you went through it. You know that these things are a small problem only lah. Hungry, just buy food, eat lah. Thirsty, just drink water lah.
Yes.
You know, when you overcome this multiple times, it becomes a strong mental fortitude. It becomes easier, right? As opposed to when you've never tried before.
Yeah.
So the key word was that you must try.
Yeah, I must try.
Change the mindset and try.
Yeah.
Right? So, on that note, when I was saying about the podcast, it was to talk about these 2 things, life and entrepreneurship. Okay? And I mentioned the start of life is to understand life, you must understand the whole entire meaning towards being alive. Right? And when I asked Ashraf say, what's the definition of life? Before I tell you about Ashraf, what is your definition of life, bro? If you can give in just one sentence, to you, what is a definition of life?
My one definition of life.
Ashraf says this, I just tell you first. Ashraf defines life as life is a journey.
Life is a journey.
I say life is a test. Then we got the hey. This one solid, the resonance. To you, what does life means to you?
Life means to me is you must live up to like integrity.
Your fullest.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Yes, I think it's very, very important. That is the.
You must be truthful.
Yes, you must be truthful. This is very, very important. Like, if yes means yes, no means no. Don't make
No in
things,
between.
Yeah,
Don't smoke screen.
don't make the things too difficult. Yeah, really.
And I keep telling people what no. You see, same. I say that life is a yes or no, black or white, wrong or right.
Yeah.
Don't try to give your nonsense opinion because if you keep on arguing and arguing, you sound like a donkey. And the more I talk to a donkey, the more I become an ass.
Yes,
you understand what I mean?
yeah,
Correct, right?
yeah.
Wow, that is true. That is solid, no.
Yeah.
You know when you say life is about having integrity, so that no matter how hard things get or how well things get, right, bro, you can sleep in peace.
Yeah, true.
You see that? Interesting theory,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That with truth, right, bro, right? This is one of the things also our religion teaches us. You spread the right things. You do the right things, right? It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
Doing things
Very
with integrity really tests you one.
Yeah, very, very difficult.
It's always easier to do by left one. Right? Always easier. Up till date also, I feel like, wow, like that easier, like just shortcut only, right? But wow, that's a strong definition, bro.
Yeah.
Life must be full of integrity.
Yeah.
Must be truthful on the end.
Yeah. Must
Solid,
be
man.
truthful on the end.
Life is a journey. Life is a test.
Yes.
And to go through this journey and test, you must have integrity. Solid. Now, we established the start point about life. And then, at the same time, I didn't share with the audiences, in that journey, what are the key points. Okay? I started off straight with the end goal is about freedom and peace. Everyone shares this same goal one. They don't see it. But now I'm making it very blatant. It's about freedom and peace. Say that freedom is a generic word. People know freedom is usually financial freedom. Want to get free of this, want to get free of someone in the toilet. Okay? Want to get more money and stuff. They only know financial freedom.
Yes.
I mentioned to them, there are more than that. You have this thing called emotional freedom. Emotional freedom is that, for example, like what you say, integrity, bro. When you adopt the truth, and when things happen, you don't feel too attached.
Yeah.
Because you know you have done your part. You're not going to be holding grudge against the things that happens against you.
True.
You have done the right thing.
Yeah, true.
Right? But if someone who doesn't do the right thing often, no integrity at all, bro, when things happen, more often they will get stuck.
Yeah.
You know, feeling too attached to this and too attached to that.
Yeah.
Like when they do things, bro, to get money. Last time when people are doing the black market kind of thing, you do easy money.
Yes.
But you cannot sleep in peace, you know.
Yeah, cannot stay in peace.
Correct not? You'll be stuck at that. And then at the same time, you cannot stop. You start already, you cannot stop. You feel like macam alamak. See, you're too attached already.
Yeah.
Right? This vice thing that they keep attracting themselves with. Okay? Oh, that was a good one. Okay? Life is full of integrity. The start, then we also mentioned the end. Freedom and peace. Because when you can do things proper and you get the level of freedom that you want to attain, you will be in peace. You know, you don't get stressed over things that you didn't do or you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't live your life with regrets.
Yes.
Because when you live your life in regrets, bro, you will always look back, what if. This what
Negative,
if, bro, is negative one, bro.
Negative.
You will eat inside one.
Yeah, negative.
Agree or not? Okay, well, that's the solid back sharing that you have. Okay. If you can summarize one last end before we end the podcast, what can you say to the viewers who's perhaps they are looking for a change? Because many times, bro, I've been approached by a number of individuals wanting to have a change in their life. You know, they've been working in the employed world for quite long, and then they want to do something, but they say that I don't know what to do, what to start, and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, sometimes, bro, I keep saying this. Is this a problem?
Or excuse.
Oh, excuse me, is it memory? I always ask this question. Because problems can be solved, right? Excuse cannot, bro.
Cannot.
Some personal attitude problem.
Attitude problem.
Attitude problem.
This one definitely attitude problem.
Yeah, you can only sort out yourself one, right?
Yeah, you can have a lot of excuse after excuse one.
Correct. So, what would you say to these individuals who seek, who truthfully, rightfully, and really seek proper growth, want to have a change in their life for the better? What would you say to them?
What would you say to them? Maybe the first step is to have a change. If you think that this is the things that you are doing is actually stagnant, I think it's time for you to step out of your stagnant zone.
Do it too
Start
long,
climbing.
Huh?
Start climbing.
Yeah.
Instead of you stand still at there.
Yes.
Start walking or what. Eventually, if you stand down there too long, you will get numb. So.
Yes. Agree. Precisely.
Start walking, and it's okay to make mistake because you learn from mistake.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's okay because you always learn from mistake.
Yes.
Yeah,
You learn the best from mistakes.
Yeah,
Right.
But if you learn, you have mistake already, but you still go back to the same
Don't
mistake.
repeat lah, correct or not?
Then this one is I don't know how to say already.
So win liao.
Jialat already. So you can actually step forward and actually you can
Be willing to try.
Yeah.
Don't worry about making mistakes.
Yes.
Don't give up too fast. Don't give up too fast. Good, bro. Can I also add a bit? Open up your mind.
Yeah. Open up.
Open up. Don't be too conservative.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Always be willing to try out new things and take up the first step or what. Yeah.
Because life is about choices, right?
Yeah, choices.
Not doing anything or not choosing is also a choice, you know.
Yeah.
Because
you haven't made a choice by not choosing. You made a choice by not choosing.
Correct. Life is about choices also.
Yes.
So if you don't choose to step out of your comfort zone, okay, that itself, in it by itself, is a choice. You know, be decisive of how you want to shape the future, and don't live in regrets. Solid, brother. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.